Hello, dear students. This is Lohit Ram SK, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Srimati and Srivayar Government First Grade College, Pavagada. So, in this session, I am going to discuss about the topic called equilibrium through ISO quant and ISO cost curves. So that means it's all about that productional activities of a firm or business organization in which they may use inputs to produce the targeted output, and but while producing the goods and services they may use this ISO quant and ISO cost curves to in order to maintain good equilibrium between their inputs and outputs. uh, Let us see how it works. So here under the topic called equilibrium of the firm or producer's equilibrium. So that means the producer, they are going to use this equilibrium while producing their goods and services. So it is able to produce the highest output with a given outlay and given factors of production and inputs of production. So the factors of production may be here the labor, capital, material, or machineries, land, building, or anything which are put into productional use or manufacturing purpose. So all those called as inputs. So here they are all given outlay or with the time or facts. By using them, the company or the producer is able to produce highest output. That means the total output produced finished good or service they are going to render. So here the attainment of equilibrium either by maximizing the output for a given cost or minimizing the cost. So that means they may increase the output quantity or for a given cost, means the amount they are going to spend in the form of investment, or they may reduce the cost of production and attain equilibrium between input and output. So it is subject to given a level of output. So that means whenever the target or level of output is fixed, so at that time the producer is going to attain the equilibrium between the inputs and outputs, demand and supply. So with all this, he's going to try to have an equilibrium between that, so he can minimize the cost or maximize the output. So let us see how the producer is going to uh, have attain the equilibrium. So here we should to integrate that ISO quant map with ISO cost line. So that means in the next slides we are going to know how the ISO quant works in the map and ISO cost line works. So ISO quant line works. So here ISO quant is the locus of all combination of two factors. So first we have to understand what is ISO quant and ISO line. Means ISO quant or ISO line. So ISO quant is that it's a locus of all combination of two factors of production that yield the same level of output. So that is the labors and capital they are going to use. They are the two factors of production. So by using them, the targeted output or the same level of output can be produced. So it is called as that ISO quant. So here ISO quant map refers to a group of ISO quant that each representing different levels of output. So here in ISO quant, we already know that there are two inputs of production or factors of production used. So there are different ISO quants used in ISO map, and each represent a different levels of output. That means for each quant, ISO quant, there will be a separate level of output is there. Then we have to know what is ISO cost line. So ISO cost line represents the various combinations of two inputs that may be purchased for a given amount of expenditure. So that is labor and capital. So they are used, and using their different combination, so the production activities may take place. So here the ISO cost line represents or shows that how these factors, two input factors, works for a productional activities. Let's understand with the ISO cost equilibrium with this with this concept, that is maximization of output for a given cost. So that means the cost is given, So, but within the given cost, the producer must be able to maximize the total output. See here in the graph. So in the graph, we see here. So here OY axis represents capital, OX axis represents labor. So here AB is in the figure is ISO cost line, that is AB. So which represent given cost outlay. So that means capital and labor used, and that IQ1, IQ2 and IQ3 are ISO quant. So here IQ1, IQ2 and IQ3 are ISO quant, that three different levels of output, that is 1000, 2000, 3000 of units. Then the IQ3, that 3000 units of level output is not attainable. So because the ISO cost line is AB, and we can see at point E, here the producers, the firm reaches the equilibrium at the position point E, where the ISO cost line is tangible to IQ2, sorry, tangent to IQ2. That means near it can be touched. So AB is ISO cost line. It is touching the ISO quant IQ2. That is here the 2000 units of products is produced. So where the ISO cost line is tangible to IQ2. So that means, so here the employees okay amount of capital. So that is okay amount of capital is employed, and OL of labors are employed to produce 2000 units of product. So but here it is tangent to AB ISO cost line. That means where the equilibrium point is arises here. And then the maximization of output for a given period is continued here. So given cost here, though the point F and G, so that is F and G also lies on the same ISO cost line. So here this is F and G. So they lie on the lesser than ISO count IQ1. So here IQ1 is there. This is F and G, and the producer prefers only at point E and not any other point on the ISO cost line. So because it is attaining equilibrium between capital and labor. So here the F and G is the ISO, another ISO cost and ISO quant intersecting line, but the producer here prefers only at point E because it is equaling between capital and labor employed. So that's about maximization of output for a given cost. That means within the given cost or input, the producer try to maximize the output levels. Then minimization of cost for a given level of output. So that means then output is decided, but by minimizing the cost of capital or cost of production, the producer are able to produce maximum level of output or given level of output. So here in both cases, maximization of output and minimization of cost, the condition of equilibrium remains same. So that means the producer want to produce at equilibrium level. So the formula is that minimization of MRTS LK is equal to W divided by I is equal to PL divided by PK, where W stands for wages, that means price of labor, I stands for interest, price of capital, PL stands for price of labor, PK stands for price of capital. Let's understand this with the following this diagram, that is minimization of cost for a given level of output. So here the ISO quant represent given level of output at 2000. This is ISO quant. Here the representing various level of cost outlay, that is A1, B1, A2, B2, A3 and B3. That is A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. These are all various outlay of cost, but the ISO cost line are parallel. So that is A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3 are parallel. That means equal. Here the ISO cost line are parallel and thus have the same scope of producing goods and services, but AB is not relevant because the output level present by the ISO quant is only 2000 units, that is F and G. Here the output can be produced with combination of F and G, that is A2, that is A3 and B3, but there is no possibility of attaining equilibrium. The ISO cost lines are parallel and thus have the same scope. So AB is not relevant. Here the same level of output can be produced at point E using A2 and B2. So here at point the same level of output can be produced using A2 outlay and B2 outlay, but in A3 and B3 is not possible because it's not tangent to ISO cost line. So only at A2 and B2 it can be possible. Let's go for the another concept of equilibrium, that is expansion path. So that means choice of optimal expansion path. So here the financial resources of a firm increases, it would like to increase its output. Whenever the financial resources of company or firm increases, it would like to increase its output. But using different combination of factors that inputs, a firm can produce different levels of output. So that means within available factors, they can use different combinations to produce different levels of output. Then the combination of factors which is optimum will be used by the firm. It is called expansion path. That means that in given inputs are used with optimum level to produce the goods and services, or to produce the given output, that is called expansion path. Let's understand this in the diagram. So here the first ISO cost line of the firm is AB. So it is tangent to IQ at point E. So IQ1 is tangent to AB, that is equilibrium point is E1. Then the second ISO cost line is C and D, and the next equilibrium point is here E2. C and D is another cost line, ISO cost line, but equilibrium point is tangent to this CD ISO cost line, that is E2. Next F and G, another ISO cost line here at equilibrium point 3, that in IQ3 it is tangent. The firm new ISO cost line shift to right as CD. So that means, so from AB to CD it's shifted, but equilibrium also changes here E2. Here the ISO cost line CD is parallel, that is CD is parallel to A and B. So the initial ISO account line AB and tangent to IQ2. So AB parallel is parallel to IQ2 and at point equilibrium point 2. So if the financial resource of the firm further increases, then it increases the price of factors of remaining same. So the remaining factors, that is labor and capital, should be remain same. Then the firm new ISO account line shift to F and G. F and G. So here there is no changes in labor and capital, but the new ISO cost line shifted from CD to F and G, that is F and G. So it will be tangent to the ISO account IQ3 at point E3. So this is IQ3 is the tangent ISO quant. So it is tangent to the F and G ISO cost line where E3 is equilibrium point 3. So here by joining all these 3 points, that is E1, E2, E3. So we can draw a line that is called P. So that is, it is called as scale line or expansion path. So the equilibrium point 1, equilibrium point 2 and equilibrium point 3. So here all these 3 are joined and a new line is formed, that is PP. So that is called the scale line or expansion path. So that's about expansion path or choice of optimal expansion path. Next concept of this equilibrium is that cost minimization. So whenever the firm wants to produce any amount of output at least cost at or lowest cost, so this is obtained by the point of tangency of the ISO point at ISO cost line. So in other words, the minimum cost means that ISO point are tangent to ISO cost lines. So that means that meet together. Let's understand through a graph. So here OY axis again capital, OX axis labor. The maximum output is obtained at point tangency between ISO count and ISO cost lines. So ISO cost lines are C1 D1, C2 D2, C3 D3, and ISO points are NML. They are the point of tangency. Then the firm expand output along the line D. So along the line D, D1, D2 and D3, here the output is increasing. This is expansion line A and B. So at the point of N output, the firm buys OX and OY inputs. So here at the point of N, the firm buys OY and OY1 and OX1 inputs. This is optimal combination of inputs. Then the input is equal, OX is equal to OY. The minimum cost represented by the firm tangency between ISO cost and ISO cost line. So that is at minimum cost, the equilibrium is attaining. So that means OY is equal to OX and the ISO quant IQ1 is tangent to ISO cost line C1 D1 is ISO cost line. It is tangent to ISO quant IQ1. So here this is the least cost at which the company can attain equilibrium. So if output is expanded, The cost is also increased at the point equilibrium point M, at equilibrium point L also, but the capital and labors are not changed, but the output is changed. But the list is here point N, where OY is equal to OX1. So this is how by reducing cost or minimizing the cost, equilibrium can be obtained between capital and labor. So after knowing all these things, here we can come to know that equilibrium can be obtained by using ISO quant and ISO cost lines by making changes. So what the change the company is going to make means reduce the cost of production, or they can expand the output, and they use choice of optimal expansion path. So that means within the available combinations, they can expand their path of using inputs. So with this, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you.